Joseph Chatoyer, also known as Satu, was a Garifuna Carib chief who led a historic revolt against the British colonial government of St. Vincent in 1795. Killed on March 14th that year, he is remembered as a national hero in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and honored as well in Belize and Costa Rica. In 2011, politician Camilo Gonçalves described him as the country's sole national hero. Garifuna origins. The Garifuna people emerged from the blending of indigenous Kalinago, Carib, and Arawak peoples with Africans who had escaped slavery or survived shipwrecks in the Caribbean during the 1600s. On the island of St. Vincent Grenadines, in their language, these communities united, creating a distinct culture that blended African traditions with indigenous spirituality, farming, and seafaring knowledge. By the 18th century, the Garifuna were known for fiercely defending their independence against European powers. Unlike many other Caribbean islands colonized by Spain, France, or Britain, St. Vincent remained a stronghold of resistance, with Chatoyer becoming one of its most important leaders. The Wars of Resistance. In 1772, Chatoyer led the First Carib War against Britain. The uprising ended with a treaty in 1773, a landmark moment, as it was the first time Britain had signed an accord with a non-European group in the Caribbean since the Maroon Treaty of Jamaica in 1739. But by 1795, it was clear Britain had no intention of honoring the agreement. Inspired by French revolutionaries who opposed Britain, Chatoyer again mobilized his people in what became the Second Carib War. He and his brother Duvally split command of the island, with Duvally supported by Macedo, a lieutenant from Guadeloupe. Chatoyer's forces, strengthened by French allies, gathered at Chiego Belair and advanced toward Dorsetshire Hill, preparing to strike the capital, Kingstown. On March 14, 1795, British troops under General Ralph Abercrombie marched on Dorsetshire Hill. That night, Chatoyer was killed in battle by Major Alexander Lee, though Duvally continued fighting until October 1796. The loss of Chatoyer and the withdrawal of French support turned the tide of the war in Britain's favor. Legacy of the Garifuna. After the war, Britain deported thousands of Garifuna survivors to the island of Roatan, Honduras. From there, they spread along the coasts of Belize, Guatemala, Nicaragua, and Honduras, preserving their unique language, music, and traditions. Today, the Garifuna are recognized by UNESCO as a people with an intangible cultural heritage of humanity, especially for their drumming, dance, and oral traditions. Though Chatoyer did not live to see this diaspora, he is remembered as a symbol of Garifuna resistance and survival. National recognition. On March 14, 2002, after decades of advocacy by groups like the National Youth Council of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Chatoyer was officially declared the nation's first national hero. Every year, National Heroes Day is observed on March 14th, honoring his courage and the resilience of the Garifuna people. His story also inspired the drama of King Shotaway, a play written in 1823 by William Henry Brown, an African-American playwright from the West Indies. Staged by the African Company at the African Grove Theater in New York City, it is remembered as the first play written in the United States by a black man, though no manuscript survives.